Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to the home of the 5 minute or less video. I can tell you everything you need to know in this 5 minutes. I don't need a fancy suit. I don't need to be in a nice office. I don't need legal books behind me because I've been doing this for 50 years. I worked for IRS a decade, and I've been an expert for actually 4 decades. 50 years, I know everything I need to know about IRS collection. Many of you have joined my station after you've seen me on all my news interviews. You can see them and my whole cast of IRS employees at 777irs.com. 777irs.com. You could learn all about me and my team and look at the videos. Not that you want to. But anyway, I do these videos for 3 reasons: to go ahead and educate you, to inform you, make sure you don't get ripped off, and to give you insider information from IRS. Today I want to talk to you about a levy and a federal tax lien. IRS levy, federal tax lien. People get those 2 words confused all the time. So as a former IRS agent, I used to sign both federal tax liens and IRS levies, so I want to go ahead and explain what they are. If you get a levy is placed on your home and all your real and personal property. It's not a seizure at all. It's placed in the county where you live, so it goes on public record. It has no enforcement power whatsoever, but if people are trying to give you a mortgage or people are trying to do something and they look up the public record, they will go ahead and see that you have a tax lien. Now, I have a whole bunch of videos about how you get the lien released. You get released by the filing of an offer in compromise. They accept it, you pay it off. The statute of limitation blows, or you get the liability under $25,000 and make 3 monthly payments. You can get your lien removed that way or pay it in full. If not, your lien is not going to go away. So remember, a lien itself has no seizure power. That's all. All it is a public notice. There's 2 types of levies. A levy is actually a seizure. So the IRS usually sends out levies to a bank. If you get a levy at a bank, that's a 668A. That bank has to freeze the money that they have had in that account for 21 days. On the 22nd day, the bank sends that money levied that day only. So if they got your levy, your 668A, Tuesday at 10 o'clock, only the funds that will be frozen at that time that were in the bank at Tuesday at 10. You can actually continue to use the account. Don't. But anyway, you have 21 days to go ahead and get the money back. If not, it goes to IRS. IRS gives you grace. They give you a full 3 weeks to go ahead and get that money back to you by calling the 1-800 number and working out an agreement with IRS. Usually when you do that, before you pick up the phone, you better know what they're going to do on the phone, because they're trying to close their case as well. You're trying to get your levy release. They're going to take financial information and determine whether they're going to put you in hardship, they're going to put you into a payment agreement, or you may be able to file for an offer in compromise. But that financial statement you give them, if you don't know what they're looking for on it, you better call someone. We can get these levies released usually within 72 hours. If you don't know what the IRS national standard is and what IRS is going to allow you to live on a month, don't call them, because it's not going to be good news. I have a whole bunch of videos on the IRS national standard. IRS also sends out a 668W wage garnishment levy. If you're an employer and you get it this week, you can wait till the next week to take the money out. IRS isn't going to give you a hard time. Everyone will tell you, oh, you got to give them the money that week. You give it. IRS is not going to go ahead and come down on you. The second paycheck after you receive it, you must give it to IRS, that money. Now, there's some exemptions. there's a form that comes with that you can go ahead and deduct some things, some basic necessary expenses that your employee will get, but the rest of the money goes to IRS. I want you to know IRS does not want to do this. They don't want to do this. If you have a tax debt and you owe over $10,000, IRS can go ahead at that point in time and file the federal tax lien. The only reason that IRS is going ahead and sending that lien and the wage garnishment out, the levy and wage garnishment out, is because you did not respond to 4 notices sent by IRS. Now, with that said, you may not have got it or you may have moved. IRS doesn't know that. So you're going to have to call IRS. But remember, when you call IRS, you better know what they're going to ask. Sorry, got a little frog in my throat. Or don't bother to call them. Hire a professional like us. Anyway, if this information was good, if you'd give me a subscription, we thrive on subscriptions because that's important to YouTube. They think the qualities of our videos are good. I try to give you inside information to make these good. I'm welcome to go ahead to leave me a comment. You want me to do a video on something that helps you more, I'm welcome to do that. But I thank you very much for the subscription.